Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wildcard Sports, and it's Tiger Baseball. We have made it to the postseason. We have ended up facing the Houston Astros. Know that we pulled out our victory
Woo!
on Friday, the Conference playoffs. We had two losses against the White Sox. You end the season with a series loss against the White Sox, which is fantastic. But personally, I don't think they were fully trying. They were hungover on Saturday and Sunday. They kind of were just.
I don't know how I feel about, like I said, I guess it was such an incredible ending. I mean, certainly the on-field celebration was great.
Locker room was great.
But, yeah, I just think, maybe a little overkill. You still got games to play. You still got something to accomplish. But, I mean, it was a hell of a thing they did. I mean, it doesn't matter.
They have played well overall this whole entire year. Taylor Skubal has won the Triple Crown for a pitcher.
Yes.
First pitcher to do it since Justin Verlander did it. Back, he was a Tiger in that. I think it was 2014.
And will Skubal go up against Verlander?
Probably not. But, you're facing an Astros team
that'd be great.
You're facing an Astros team that's like fairly similar to you. Overall, they have about the same amount of wins as you. They have 2 more wins than you. It's a lot closer matchup than I think most people realize. We will be on it. Our first game is at 2:30 on ABC on Tuesday. 2:30.
I'm off. All right, I get to watch it. I'm not working.
So Tuesday, 2:30. We have a 2:30 game every single day on ABC from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, depending on who wins. If we need a game 3 is necessary. I truly feel that the Tigers have an advantage over the Astros, but at the same time, the Astros apparently have a lot of left-handed pitching, which goes against our highly left-handed hitting lineup.
Yeah, they said that by all accounts that this is the tougher matchup, but I really didn't want to play Baltimore. I don't know. We played them, 6 times in the last 2 weeks, and we beat them. But at the same time, it's like you're just me. I think we got as much. I don't want to say luck, but yeah, I mean, I think we just got on a streak, and I want to see Houston. I think Hinch wants a little bit of a revenge.
A little bit of revenge.
Yeah.
That he gets to have. The team that dumped him for the cheating scandal, obviously, of the past World Series that they won.
If he wanted to play Baltimore, he could have won these last 2 games.
I think he personally wanted to have this matchup himself. And is why they didn't try it as much the past 2 days. But we'll kind of compare the teams before the series starts. Batting average-wise, Tigers have a 234 average team-wise for the whole year, while the Astros have a 262. They have about runs are 677 to 740. They have about 200 more hits than the Tigers, 30 more home runs. On-base percentage is about 30% better.
Understand this. I'd like to see the stats from August 10th.
I can't pull that
from
from
ESPN. How many hits, how do we compare with them from August 10th on? Because that is what all that stuff matters. Nothing. This team has been on such a streak. They're a totally different team than they were in the first 2 months of the season when we played the Astros. It doesn't matter. We are hot.
Dang, you could
we are ready. And if Skubal can somehow win game 1, I think we can take that series.
The prices for these wildcard matchups is actually pretty low. You can go to the wildcard matchup for as low as $18 for Tuesday and $26 for Thursday. In Houston.
Well, maybe
that is a cheap game. But overall, Riley Green versus basically Alvarez are your 2 top hitters for both teams. Alvarez hitting 35 home runs, bag 308 at 86 RBIs on the year. Riley Green, 24 home runs, 262, and 74 RBIs on the year. Those are your top 2 hitters on each team. Pitching leaders.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously Skubal is the leader, but Valdez seems to be who we're playing first on Tuesday.
Record-wise, how does Houston match up with Baltimore as far as wins losses?
I believe Baltimore has the better record.
Wow. Okay.
Baltimore has the better record. They have 3 more wins than the Astros.
Well, I'm not afraid of anybody in the American League. I just think if the Tigers keep up the pitching that they've had, I think they are capable of beating anybody.
Game 1 looks to be Skubal versus Valdez. You could go up 1-0 pretty quickly on them.
Woo!
With Skubal pitching that first game.
Yep, we're looking forward to that. I don't know who's the Astros pitcher.
Valdez.
He's pretty dang good.
So far on the year, Valdez had a 2.91 ERA, 6th in the league, was 15-7 and 169 strikeouts. That was 35th in the league, and a 1.11 WHIP.
Well, that ain't bad.
So he's not terrible.
We might see a very low scoring game. I hope.
He does throw left-handed, which again does not fare as well for a lefty heavy lineup like ours. But we do have some okay right-handed hitters, so you're probably going to see more of Bierling in there, Ibanez in there, rather than maybe some of the younger guys
right
in the lineup. We're probably keeping Kerry Carpenter for the power that he has in his bat. You might even keep McKinstry in the lineup, depending on how the lineup
Jake Rogers, he's a righty.
Both your catchers are righty. So
Jake Rogers, he's like freaking Yogi
Berra. Looks like the second game there is no probables on who is pitching. For that second game,
for us it'll probably be Herder.
I would expect or Montero, even though he had a rough outing today.
Herder's on fire.
But expect you have basically Skubal, and then we don't know who they're going to. They could have
throwing shit at.
They could throw 2 whole bullpen days after if they felt like it. Just throw our bullpen at them, who's doing well. But I expect
risky.
Montero might be starting. Casey Mize could start, even though that might be a little sketchy.
That's right.
Maeda.
No, I don't think Maeda's going. Is Job on the Jackson Job on the roster?
I would assume. I assume everybody who's currently on the roster.
Well, they said they had to get some kind of.
Well, they had to cut a couple. They go back down to what the regular season roster.
Well, they had to go to the league and basically get a permission to have them on the league. But they said they don't think that'll be hard. There has to be a reason.
But one interest.
How about Kent Maeda sucks? That's our reason.
But it should be an interesting series. I think the Tigers are going to win it. It's probably going to take all 3 games, though.
No!
I don't think it's going to take. I don't think you're going to win the first 2.
I love Houston Stadium, though. It's kind of cool.
But what do you think's going to happen? You think we make it out of the wild card round? Are we going to get past Houston?
Why not? I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. Sure, we're going to get by it.
I think we can. I think it's going to take 3 games.
It all depends on that first game. I think we need to win that first game.
You have to win the first game. If you win the first game, you can get a series win. Otherwise, I don't know. However, right, you faced a really good Baltimore team, lost the first game. We thought you were going to be out of it, and then you won the next 2.
Yes.
So, it's
the Tigers have been just off the charts. I mean, we had them dead and buried at the end of June, and they have just kicked ass. And I mean, it's just such an improbable streak that you really can't, compare anything to it.
And if you do make it past the wild card, you're going to go to the divisional, probably playing the team you have the most playoff success against, historically wise, being the Yankees.
Yeah, isn't that funny? We have such success against the Yankees in the playoffs.
You likely will end up playing them if you end up getting past the Houston Astros, which again, historically, is a good thing for you. You might find yourself in a championship series if history goes the right way for you.
You can see, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's they're going to be playing most of their games now. Like I said, away from home. I like Houston. Will be nice weather. I mean, they won't have to worry about the weather down there.
It's also a dome.
It's a dome.
Yeah. So. The other thing to kind of look at, they don't fully know what's going to happen yet. We'll kind of do an overview again. Royals-Orioles, I feel like that is going to be a good series, but the Orioles will probably pull that one out. Because they're just the better team.
Yeah, I think. Kansas City has not been playing well lately.
No, I think the Orioles will probably win it in 2 games. They're probably going to do perfectly fine.
Yeah, I would think the Orioles will win that.
Looking at the National League, we can't really say much on it right now because they're playing a doubleheader tomorrow from when we're making this video. And the decisions on this doubleheader could determine whether the Diamondbacks are in the playoffs or not, meaning you'll have 2 brand new teams in the World Series this year.
Yeah.
Because last year was Diamondbacks Rangers. This year,
I hate the National League. Screw up. It's so what are the teams that are definitely in it? Los Angeles.
Well, your wild card teams are the Brewers and Padres. They will either play the Padres are either going to play the Braves or the Mets at home. And the Brewers are going to play the Diamondbacks or Mets.
Okay.
At home, it looks like.
And Los Angeles has a bye.
Los Angeles has the bye.
And who else? There's got to be one other.
Los Angeles and Philadelphia have the bye. New York and Cleveland had the bye in the American League.
Who do we want to play in the World Series?
Padres, repeat of 1984.
No.
Repeat of 1984.
Padres.
Realistically, I would like the Brewers.
That would be a cold World Series.
Well, one's a dome. It's only half cold.
Hey, God, who has a dome? I don't even realize this. I mean, they're retractable, right?
Yeah.
Houston's retractable, right?
Unless you end up playing Detroit Philly in the World Series, and yes, that's a cold World Series.
I don't want
a cold World Series. Or you can play the Mets.
I don't want a cold team. I hope it's either the Padres or the Dodgers. Then
I go for Brewers.
It's cold.
They have a roof.
Okay.
They have a roof.
The Brewers, the Brew Crew.
And they've never been to a World. Well, I think they have been, but they never won a World Series. So that's.
And I can wear my jersey you got.
But let's hope for a Tigers series win over the Astros this week. I won't really be able to make videos on it right away, but probably sometime on Friday I might be able to get on top of it after the series is done.
When am I getting my
we'll
October ready shirt?
We'll see when we get the October ready shirt. But with all that being said, let us know what you think is going to happen in this series. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, see you, everybody. Soon.